As 2014 comes to a close, it's hard to believe that this year went by as quickly as it did. Beginning in January, we headed off to D.C. for the swearing-in of cousin J. Charles Johnson as Secretary of Homeland Security.
So there we were in the Roosevelt room of the White House. And the woman walks up to me and said, "Hello, I'm Juliet Pearson. I'm Director of the United States Secret Service." I said, "I'm Charles S. Johnson." She said, "Oh, you must be so proud of your son." I said, "Yeah, I'm proud of both of my sons, but neither one of them are being honored today."
The first of 2 trips to Boston was for the memorial service of Dr. Kenneth Edlin. Our second trip was for the week-long extravaganza called Grand Boulé of Sigma Pi Phi fraternity. We also made a couple of visits to New York this year. This was the year of reunions. We attended the Washington family reunion in Highland Beach, Maryland, which is just outside of Annapolis, and spent a wonderful time with family in that area. Then we proceeded to go to a family reunion in Denver, Colorado. That was the Saunders-Burgett family reunion, and it was aptly themed the Mile High reunion.
We helped bring new services to an underserved area of South Fulton County.
Trey and I celebrated 15 years of wedded bliss this year. And for our 15th, he surprised me, as he always does, with a trip to places unknown. As it turned out this year, we returned to one of my favorite spots, the Inn at Half Mile Farms in Highland, North Carolina. Unbeknownst to me, when we arrived, Charles had planned all of these wonderful activities, one of which was reservations for zip lining, which I had never, ever done in my life.
I was so proud of my wife. She was so game. She was ready to go on the zip line. And so we went through the training class. We got in line for the first stage of the line, and the lady in front of us panics. She just freaks out. She starts crying. She says, "I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die." And so I was thinking of my wife back there who was so brave and so game. And was she going to persevere?
I think it's fair to say I am no fan of heights. So to get me up on a zip line was a feat in and of itself. And for us to get up there, those many feet up off the ground on this small platform, and for this lady then to begin to freak out and hold up the line, I think my thought was, let's get this thing moving. I really want to get it over with. So I convinced her to go on and do it. Not only did she do it, she went further than I did.
We presented an honorary degree to the former Speaker of the House. We continued our work on behalf of families affected with sickle cell disease. We had some success in raising awareness of the importance of diversity on the bench. We were selected for a MECA Award this year, and we were inducted into the National Bar Association Hall of Fame.
And we have a new tradition that we started this year when we were offered the opportunity to honor the memory of our late aunt, Margaret Washington Clifford, with her collection of silver-plated bells. So we have now taken over that and the polishing thereof. I also had the time to make a short visit to LA, where my brother resides, and had a chance to spend time with him in his home for the first time in I can't tell you how long. But the other purpose for that visit was to see my darling goddaughter, Shaylena Smith, and support her as she was on Jeopardy.
And Christopher continues to advance in the legal profession. He's moved from medical malpractice to workers' comp to now defense litigation.
And then there's Colin Taylor. He is becoming quite the young man. He is still doing his photography. He amazingly is working in an area that he calls surreal photographic work, which makes photography a different kind of art because it blends photography and computer graphics to develop these fantastic images.
I started working with John Wilson. John Wilson does wood floors, real wood floors, in the greater metro Atlanta area. He's a Morehouse graduate, class of '82. Great guy. So we built a great relationship, and I'm helping him build his business.
I don't know how my daughter does it, but she has managed to juggle a whole lot of disparate pieces, and she's gotten some highly motivated, highly directed, and highly accomplished children while flying here and there. She's in one city one day, one city a later part of the same day. She's all over the place, and yet she's able to produce these well-balanced kids. I don't understand it.
Because he doesn't understand how Courtney can travel all over the country, be in one city one day, actually in several cities in one day, and crisscross the country during the course of a week and still manage to raise such wonderful, accomplished children. I get it. It's called a support system of which we are all a part. We'll start with Madison. Madison is now 11 years old. She is as tall as I am at 11. She has excelled at academics. She was inducted into Junior Beta within the last year and continues to participate in that organization. She is our basketball maven. She's just incredibly talented, athletically and academically. And then there's Ansley. Ansley was evaluated and placed on the Douglasville Gymnastics Dream Team. A first, in the sense that when the coaches looked at her, they had 6 coaches come and evaluate her. And they said that they had never, one of them said, in the 12 years she had worked with the program, taken a child literally off the streets who had not been a part of their program and put them on a team.
My mother has spent more time in Georgia in the last 90 days than she has in the last 40 years. I figured out the way to get her down here, and that's to get her a great grandchild. When I first became a father, I never envisioned my son as a father. But now that I've seen him, it's amazing. He's so attentive, and he has such a hand. He has decided just the song that puts his child at ease. And he has such a way, it's incredible to watch. The young lady he selected is just a jewel. She fits in so well. She has such a way with everybody. It's amazing to watch. So that was 2014. We're looking for a great 2015. Meanwhile, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.